Flint, Michigan. This is The World According to TC. I'm Terry Cruz, the host of this show. One thing I would like to talk about tonight, a classmate and cousin of mine, and I've talked to other classmates of mine from 1962. My cousin and classmate, Mr. Melvin Jackson, passed away today. This year we've had quite a few people pass away from Singleton. The last one was Charlie Hayes, a good friend of mine and good friend of Melvin's. I just want all the classmates to know, if you didn't get the word about it, if you hit his program, Melvin Jackson passed away today. This is one thing I would like for us to start communicating better with one another, because we don't know whose time it is, who will go next. But we all got to cross the bar. We have got to cross the bar. There are things happening here in Flint. We don't have a police force that's up to par. We're not up to snuff on that. So consequently, people are driving just like there's no tomorrow. And I beg of you to please slow down. We all have one place we are all going to, and that is the grave. Don't rush into it. Don't rush yourself. That's the only place we got to go. And I want people to start thinking about that. Slow down and live, and let others live. I just saw a bad accident on my way into the studio. It was on Cloud Road, not Cloud Road, but Dollar Highway at the red light. It looked like the front end of that SUV was completely off. And I know what happens on Cloud Road and Ballinger Highway. The people think that's a drag strip. So all the little guys with the souped up Dodges, Chargers, Hemi engine, they want to try them out on that. Why? Why push it? There are other people out there that want to live. If you just want to go and commit suicide, don't do it with other people involved. Just go on by yourself and take it. Evidently, that's what you're doing. You want to do. You're driving like a bat out of hell. I just want you to know that we have people out there. We have children crossing the street. We have old elderly people crossing the street. We have disabled people crossing the street. They have just as much right to cross that street as you have to drive down it. And whether you know it or not, I see people that will turn the light in front of pedestrian crossing. The pedestrian has the right of way. If you're making a turn, you should stop and let that man cross. I don't know what it is. We seem to have lost all sense of reasoning. And I see enough brand new cars around here with front ends off of them to know that you got people out there running around with no insurance. And they have nobody to check them until there's an accident or somebody get killed. Why don't, ladies and gentlemen and young people, please slow down and give others a chance, please. Now, if you don't want to do that, just go on by yourself, man. Go on and take your own self out. Don't be trying to take others with you. And I'm not asking you to go kill yourself, but it seems as though that's what you want to do. I'm just glad to be this afternoon. I got a chance to talk with Melvin when I was down at, I saw him and I talked to him. When I came back home, I stayed in touch with him. I thought he was doing better. So evidently things turned for the worse. My cousin Charlie Shedrick called me about it. And as soon as I didn't get a chance to answer Charlie's call, and as soon as he hung up, Mary Chester, my dear darling cousin, beautiful lady from Marysville, Indiana. She is a sharp lady. I remember the first time I saw her in 1957. I didn't know she was my cousin, but I sure did like that lady that had that long ponytail. And Mary was such a, and pretty brown eyes. As soon as so that night, Melvin and I went sitting by Aunt Hattie, and I said, Melvin, did you see that girl from Arlington? He said, no, man, which girl are you talking about? That girl named Mary Chester. And my Aunt Hattie said, and Mary Chester? If that's the Chester, that's your cousin Isaac Chester's daughter. I said, oh, bust my bubble right there. And Aunt Hattie knew everybody. So I never did bring up any cousins around her again. She finds some cousins. But I love Aunt Hattie. I love Melvin, Roosevelt, Emma Jean, Hardy. We all lived side by side for years. And it's great. And life was so simple then and so nice. And you know, we didn't have anything, but we didn't know it. We were so happy. We were so happy. We had such a lovely time. And people, some young people today, they don't know just how much fun we had growing up in the South. Black people growing up in the South. We had a lovely time. And I come here, most of the people here are from the South. Most of the blacks are from some place in the South or someplace on the East Coast, but not. We didn't pass the Statue of Liberty coming. We came in the back door. They put us through the back door, and we are all the same type of people. We all have our wants and desires, but it seems as though growing up we had more love for one another than I see today. People won't even speak to you. People will not speak to you. Speak to them, they look at you like you're crazy. That's the first thing I learned about being a Southern black man. Everybody spoke to everybody. White people spoke to you, black people spoke to you. No matter who you were, they spoke to you. But you came across that Mason-Dixon dying north, and the black people got where they won't speak to you, and the white folk look at you crazy if you speak to them. But some of them are from the South. They know what it's all about. They'll speak. It don't cost you not one red cent to speak to your fellow man. I think it will make you a better person. Just try it sometime. It's easy to say, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon. Goodbye. Those are basic things you learn. Supposed to learn growing up. But sometimes I think some of the people in Flint didn't teach their kids anything. They won't speak to you. They're rude. They'll walk over you. I was at a store the other night trying to park my car, and this guy just blowed his horn. I said, man, what's wrong? He gonna pull in front. I want to park right by my cousin's truck. That's a stupid mess. And they're afraid they want to either park in front of the door or in a handicap slot that they have no business in. Or they just pull the car there, get out and go what they do, leave it running, anything. You know, that's very rude. Very rude. We have got to get back to basics about being and respecting one another. We lost it. Somehow we lost it. Somehow we lost it. There was a time growing up in the South, we walked past a person's house and you didn't speak. And I'm telling you, my mother and them didn't have no telephone then. If you didn't speak, by the time you got home, I don't care if you was a mile away. I don't know, they must have sent up smoke signals or something because they knew it when you got there. You passed Miss Leela Wells' house and you didn't say a word. We didn't see her. She said she looked right in y'all face. And then, well, I don't know if she saw it. You trying to say Miss Leela lying? No, man, we didn't say it. Next time you pass it, you better speak to her. That's nice. It was a good way of raising your children to respect the elders. I don't see that anymore. If you see anything, somebody trying to cuss them out or talk bad to them, nasty to them, that's not the way to live. One day, hopefully, we'll all reach to be senior citizens one day. And it would be nice if somebody would come back and just say, good morning, how you doing? It's so nice. Just get back to basics. Get back to basics. Getting back to this reckless driving. This man passed me the other day. Whenever you see a basketball or any ball roll across the street, a child is behind it. And I tried, this ball was running across it, and this guy just blowing his horn trying to run. And it's just so happened he saw that guy. But he probably would have ran over that kid. He was so anxious to get where he was going. And I'm telling you again, the only place you got to go is to the grave. So please, we all going, but don't hurry up, bro. Sisters, be nice and kind. Be nice and kind. People have rushed around and go up there, and you run right up on him at the light, at the stop sign. He ain't got he hasn't got any further than you. And he just trying to gun that car all it'll go. It's about courtesy. It's about love. It's about caring for one another. That's what it's all about. We should be, all of us should be our brothers and sisters keepers. And do unto others as you would have them do to you. And I'm sure some of the things that we do to other people, we wouldn't want done to us. Just think about it. Think about it. Again, seniors in 1962, Melvin Jackson is a man we lost today. Right before him was Charlie Hayes. We had 62 people in our class. I don't know how many we got left now. Really don't know how many we got left. And hopefully it'll be pretty soon. We are going to make it in. But just wish that we all could just be sensible to one another. Please be sensible, courteous, kind. And it doesn't hope. And courtesy is still in order. It's still nice to open the door for an elderly person or a man opening the door for a woman. It's still nice. And then you open the door for some of them, I know you're going to get that eye. Some of them don't want you to open the door for them. That's too bad. I did it. So if you don't, I'm sorry if I offended you by opening the door for you. I know y'all, excuse me, I believe in women live and everything else. Courtesy is there for everybody. For everybody. We have to learn how to treat our fellow man and just roll with the punches. Because these people, some people are just unlearned, untrained, and they don't care. Another thing, I'm still talking to our young black men. We got a chance to turn this thing around. We've been in this country 470 years. I have to stress this on this program every week. Let's do something for ourselves. Let's do something for ourselves. We don't need anybody to. The way has already been made, and if the way hasn't been made for you, you get up there and make your way. Don't stand around and wait for things to happen to you. You make something happen. You do that by getting up out of bed every morning, making voodoo, cleaning yourself up, getting out. If you don't have nothing to do, find something to do. There's plenty of money to be made out there. If you just don't want to work, shame on you. So there were some people before us that had to work. And if you want anything, you're going to have to work. Because it's time out for playtime for us. Time's out. Time's out. Do something for our people. It's not enough for you to, I'm going to say it again, to go and just think something going to fall from the clear blue sky, because it won't. Rain does. Leaves, stuff like that do. But you got to make something happen for yourself. You can get on your knees and stay there all day long, or 2 or 3 years. But you got to get up. If you believe, you got to get up off your knees and go do it. Make something happen. I try to make something happen every day. I try to accomplish something. I try to help someone if I can. If I see a person is struggling or in need. I saw a friend of mine today. He was working in his yard on Court Street. I passed by my son. I said, that's my friend. I passed by, came back to him and talked to him. I was glad to see him, and he was glad to see me. And I saw that my fellow man was ailing a little bit. I gave him my phone number and my address. Anytime, if he is not able to help himself and needs some help around his place, I'm more than willing to give myself to my fellow man. I got several people that I stop by and check on. These people, we're going to get old one day. And you think, oh, it won't happen to me. You might think it's not going to happen to you, but if you keep living, you are bound to reach that time when somebody might have to just open the door for you. Somebody just might have to give you a helping hand, and somebody might have to feed you. You don't know it. You don't know what's going to befall you. You don't know. I wish all of us could take a serious look at ourselves and look around us and see nothing stands still. Nothing stands still. Everything is moving. And this, one day we'll all be off of this scene and Hopefully the new people coming behind us will do better than we did. I think some of us did better than the people that brought us along. I think we did. But we should encourage each other, encourage our children to do better. Help someone along the way. If you could help somebody along the way, your living is not in vain. If you can't help anybody, something is wrong with you. And you need to sit down and take inventory of your life and see just what's going on with me. I tell you, I'm one, I know I have to take an inventory of myself regular, on a regular basis, because, and every time I take that in, I see something I don't like. I see something that I don't like. I see a lot of things I don't like. I see some things I have to change, and some things that's instilled in me, I can't change. And that's my care for my fellow man. I can't change that. And I don't want to change it. Because I've been this way since I was 5 years old. Helping people, going to the store for the elderly. I started going to the store for the elderly because the lady next door to us, she sent me to the store because I bring the change back. She didn't send other people because they didn't bring the change back. And so she give me that money, go down to AJ's store and bring me those 6 Coca-Cola carry. Yes, ma'am. I do it with a smile on my face. And I never stopped doing it. It became a part of me. And I can't help it. If you're in Edison, Georgia, and you ask Samuel Williams, she'll tell you, yeah, it's just him. He can't help it. I got it. Got it from Claude Smart. And I'm proud of it. He was a man that guided me in a different and loving way in how to treat others. I learned how to treat others. Then I learned how to be firm and fair to my fellow man. Now, I'm not going to let you walk on me. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Claude didn't teach us that. He taught do what you can for him, but stand your ground. And I ain't talking about getting out there with no pistol, like all these old people talking about stand your ground. You don't own no ground here on this earth. You own none. You're killing people about something that don't belong to you. You don't own it, my man. You don't own it, my sister. You don't own it. What are you trying to prove to yourself? This is the world, according to TC 92.1 FM, Flint, Michigan, University Drive. University Drive. This is the old neighborhood, and it's so beautiful. Every time I ride through here, I don't believe in reincarnation, but somehow I believe I've been here before. I really do. That's just a joke. That's a joke. Just like I believe 4,000 years ago, I was playing on the Nile River in Africa. That's always been my dream. One day I want to see Africa. I want to go back to the motherland just to visit. This is home here, but that's the motherland. And I sure would like to go to Africa one day. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I want to see that land because I want us as a people, as black people, to find out just exactly who we are. We're much more than we think. Other people know us. Other people know all about us. That's why some people disrespect us. That's why they don't like us. That's why they hate us. you are somebody very special. And I wish that all of you could just put your whole heart, your mind, and everything to find out just who we are. I got a good idea who I am. I really do. I know. I know now. I know now. And once you know that, once you find out those things about yourself and about our race of people, you can really, really sit back and relax and don't be so hostile toward somebody else. Just know who you are. Something hit me yesterday on television. I remember back in the 50s and 60s, black people tried to lighten their faces, tried to lighten their skin up. They tell me the thing, it's going all over again. Everybody's trying to get lighter. Why? Why? It won't change who you are. You are somebody special. And I wish you'd find it out. I want you to know who you are. You're somebody special. Somebody special. There's a black sister up there waiting on the bus right now. I can see it out from the studio window. Pretty black, beautiful black woman. I wish we'd all start thinking and knowing who we are. I never change. I never change. I'm consistent with my way of living, the things I do, the things I did in high school. But I did this improving on myself and my character. That's the only thing will last you ever is good character. I had to change a lot of things about me. A lot of things I thought was all right was not. I had to change. I had to change. I always knew. I'm telling you, when you I've had a feeling of being royal, having royal blood run through my veins all of my life. So much it took a part. It got a hold of me now. Because I wish you knew just how I feel about myself. I'm not gloating about me. I'm gloating about our people and who we are. And I wish you people would wake up and find it out. Wake up and smell the coffee, sisters and brothers. Because I'm telling you, other people know who you are. But that's why you are resented. That's why you were put in chains, brought to this country, worked for 400 years for nothing. The wealth of this country was on black slave backs. That money these people made out of king cotton, and the peanuts, the corn, and everything that we worked for nothing, and they think you don't deserve anything. Well, I beg to differ with them. I think you owe me. Just like you owe the people that didn't put anything in this country. You paid them. Gladly paid them. You took it from the Indians. You slew them as many as you could. And you tried to annihilate us. But I'm telling you, you owe us. And I'm glad to be here this afternoon to tell you, black people, find out who you are. This is the world according to TC 92.1 FP FM, Flint, Michigan, University Avenue. I'm signing off, and I'll be with you again next week. Same time, same station. Flint, Michigan, 92.1 FP FM, University Drive. And I'll be seeing you next week. Thank you very much.